I wake up to a street that looks like mine, but it doesn't remember me the same way. My sneakers hit the sidewalk, same old cracks, but the cracks don't line up where I left them back. The diner sign flickers like it's trying to decide if I was ever here or just passing through time. My name on a mailbox feels slightly off tone, like someone rewrote it when I wasn't home. People say hey like they practice the sound, like they're remembering me, but I'm not around. Every second's got a glitch in the frame, like the world forgot how to say my name. And I swear I didn't change that much, so why does everything feel out of touch? This is 1985, but it never waits. It rewrites me every time I hesitate. I'm a photograph that's starting to fade in a future that I accidentally made. Static on Main Street, I hear it breathe, like the past is still trying to speak through me. But every step I take rearranges the scene. I'm living in a version that won't stay clean. My best friend looks at me like I'm a rumor, like confidence arrived in a different humor. My dad walks taller, but I don't know why, like someone edited the fear from his eyes. And I'm laughing, but it feels pre-recorded, like my life got dubbed and the time is distorted. Every joke lands half a beat too late, like the universe is still learning my fate. I try to hold on, but the edges drift, like reality's caught in a time-lock shift. And I can't tell what's real or staged when every version of me feels prearranged. This is 1985, but it never waits. It rewrites me every time I hesitate. I'm a photograph that's starting to fade in a future that I accidentally made. Static on Main Street, it hums my name, but it never sounds the same, twice the same. And I'm running through memories I can't defend, trying to meet myself at the end. If I go back, will I still be me, or just the echo of who I used to be? Every choice feels like a breaking glass, shattering futures I walk right past. This is 1985, but it never waits. And I'm learning how to live with what it creates. I'm not lost, I'm just hard to define. In a timeline that keeps changing its mind. Static on Main Street, I'm still here. In every version I disappear, but I keep walking through shifting days, like I belong in all their ways. Maybe the street remembers more than I do, or maybe I'm the one still tuning in. The engine hums like a memory I shouldn't trust. Speed reads like prophecy, cracked digital dust. Every second's got a shadow, it refuses to lose. And I'm already moving before I pick what to choose. Pick what to choose. Yeah. I turn left at maybe now, stuck in what if. A dashboard full of warnings that I treat like a gift. Doc said don't touch that button, I laughed and leaned in. Now the future keeps rewriting where I think I've been. My sneakers on the pedals like I'm chasing a ghost. Every version of me feels like the one I want most, but the mirror in the rearview doesn't stay in one face. They keep swapping out the truth every time I accelerate. If I go too fast, do I leave me behind? If I slow it down, do I lose the timeline? Every choice is a fork that I can't rewind, and I swear I hear tomorrow breathing down my spine. We're running 88 miles of bad decisions, every mile fractions in split-second visions. I'm not sure if I'm steering or just surviving the collision, but I can't stop now. I'm friction. Saw my name on a year I never lived in before. I signed it twice in the timeline that don't exist anymore. I met a version of me who was already gone. Said you're late, but I swear I was only just born. That keeps yelling something about causality lines, but I'm busy chasing echoes through collapsing designs. Every street feels familiar, but it bends when I look like reality's a sentence someone's editing in a book. I tried to fix one thing, now everything's loud, like a ripple turned to whisper in the screaming crowd. And I'm laughing through the static like it's part of the show, because if I panic now, where would I go? If I stop the wheels, do I erase what I've done? If I keep them spinning, am I already undone? Every answer I find just divides into one, and I'm losing track of the place I started from. We're running 88 miles back, decisions, every mile fractures into split-second visions. I'm not sure if I'm steering or just surviving the collision, but I can't stop now, I'm addicted to the ignition. 88 miles back, decisions, every turn rewrites my past in new conditions. If I crash into myself, is it fate or mission? I don't know, I just follow the friction. I saw a future where I never left the street. Same shoes, same fear, same unfinished beat. And it felt like peace, but it wasn't complete. Just a life that forgot how to move its feet. Maybe time isn't broken. Maybe I am. Maybe every version of me is just part of the plan. But I keep driving anyway. Hands off the wheel, because the only thing real is the way I feel. We're running 88 miles of bad decisions. Every mile fractures in split-second visions. I'm not sure if I'm steering or just surviving the collision, but I can't stop now, I'm addicted to the ignition. 88 miles of bad decisions. Every version of me exists in these conditions. If I find who I was, will it change my mission? Or am I already just a result of ignition? I don't know where I started, but I know I'm still moving, and maybe that's the only truth that survives the looping. I stood where the street light used to flicker. Same cracked sidewalk, same fading sky, but the air felt heavier, like it remembered a version of me I didn't try. The diner sign still buzzes in circles, but the name's not quite the one I knew. And every reflection in the glass looks nervous, like it's waiting for me to choose. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear it. Every second breaking in two. One leads forward, one pulls me backwards, and I don't know which one is true. In the Clocktower Echoes, I keep hearing the same goodbye, but it changes every time I listen, like the truth can't decide. And the hands keep turning slower, like they're scared of what they'll show. In the Clocktower Echoes, I'm everywhere I didn't go. I met myself in a different hallway. He didn't recognize my face. Said he made all the right decisions, but still feels out of place. We laughed like strangers, pretending that time is something we control, but the laugh kept splitting into versions I couldn't hold. Every step I take reshapes the ending. Every word rewrites the past, and I'm losing track of which direction is first or last. becomes another, becomes nothing, becomes home. I used to speak in half sentences, like I was borrowing my own voice, like the world might take it back. I walk past mirrors like they're strangers, and strangers like they already decided who I am. He says my name like it fits me wrong, like it belongs to someone braver, someone louder in crowded rooms. I write things down and never say out loud, and fold the paper into smaller versions of myself, just in case I take up too much space. And every hallway feels like a question I don't know how to answer yet, but something is shifting in the static, like a radio finding its station again. And I don't know if I'm becoming someone new, or finally arriving as myself. My son doesn't know me yet, but I can feel the future listening, like it's leaning in, waiting for me to speak louder. My son doesn't know me yet, but I'm learning how to stand in my own story without apologizing for every line I say. I used to disappear in plain sight. Now even silence feels like it belongs to me. There's a version of me I used to visit, only in thoughts I never trusted. He wore my face but not my fear. He didn't shrink when someone looked too long. I thought he was imaginary, but lately he's been writing back in small decisions I wouldn't normally make, in moments where I don't step away first. Maybe confidence isn't something you find, maybe it's something you stop refusing. Every hesitation I used to live inside is starting to sound unfamiliar. My son doesn't know me yet, but I can feel the future listening, like it's leaning in, waiting for me to speak louder. My son doesn't know me yet, but I'm learning how to stand in my own story without apologizing for every line I say. I used to disappear in plain sight. Now even silence feels like it belongs to me. If I could go back, I don't think I'd fix anything. I think I'd just tell myself to stop rehearsing every moment like it's already a mistake. Because somewhere ahead of me there's a version of my life that doesn't flinch. My son doesn't know me yet, but I can feel the future listening, and I'm no longer afraid of what it hears. My son doesn't know me yet, but I'm finally here, ready to same room as my own life. I used to disappear in plain sight. Now even silence feels like it belongs to me. And maybe that's how it begins. Now we're becoming someone else, but we're staying long enough to be seen. I wake up in a house that knows my name. says it like it's never said it the same. There's a picture on the wall that feels borrowed, smiles and frames I don't remember choosing. The kitchen light hums like it's half asleep, and I swear I've lived here in a different dream. He says good morning like it's always been true, but his eyes skip over something I knew, like I'm a page that got rewritten clean, but the ink still stains what I used to mean. And I laugh at jokes I don't understand, like my hands forgot how to hold this plan. Every second feels rehearsed too well, like I'm living in a version someone else could tell. I'm in the wrong year, but it feels like mine, like I stepped into a life that's half defined. Every now feels like it's already been, like I'm someone's memory I've never been. I reach for moments and they rearrange, like time is shy and scared of change. I smile but I don't know why. In the wrong year of my own goodbye. There's a boy in the hall who calls me mom, and I feel a love I can't put my thumb on. It's warm but it doesn't have a name, like it belongs to someone else's frame. I cook dinner like I've done it before, but my reflection looks unsure, like I'm acting in a life I missed, with lines I almost recognize in the mist. And I swear I remember a different sky, where I ask more questions instead of why, but the world keeps folding itself back tight, like it's correcting me every night. I'm in the wrong year, but it feels like mine, like I stepped into a life that's half defined. Every now feels like it's already been, like I'm someone's memory I've never been. I touch the past and it pulls away, like it knows I shouldn't stay. I smile but I don't know why. In the wrong year of my own goodbye. If I close my eyes, will it reset? Will I wake up somewhere I haven't met yet? Or am I just the echo of a choice that forgot how to become my voice? I'm in the wrong year, but I'm still here, learning how to live inside the unclear. Every now is a shifting thread, tied to words I never said. If time forgets me, let it be. I still feel like myself in me. I smile and now I know why, even in the wrong year of goodbye. And maybe you're wrong, it's just another kind of right. I woke up in a version of the street I swear I left behind. Neon signs spelling out my name like they're changing their mind. Every step I take rewrites the pavement under my feet, and the air keeps skipping like a record stuck on repeat. I swear I knew this corner, but it flickers when I look twice. Same faces, different futures, like they paid a different price. My reflection in the glass moves half a second out of sync, and I can't tell if I'm falling forward or I'm on the brink. If I go too fast, I lose the thread. If I slow down, I see where billboards, I'll remember things I never said out loud. Like my life got edited by someone in the crowd. One version of me is brave, one version never leaves, and both of them are arguing inside of my sleeves. I pass a version of my friend who doesn't know my face, and I almost stop to warn him, but I lose the proper place. The city folds like paper when I try to take control, and every little movement pulls another version of my soul. If I hold still, I disappear. If I move on, I shift the years. Every path is loud and bright, but none of them feel fully right. It's a hoverboard heartbeat tearing through the neon air. I'm a blur of every version of me that's ever been there. Every second bends, every moment breaks apart. I'm skating through the fractures of a rewired heart. Hoverboard heartbeat, I can't land on solid ground. Every timeline I escape just spins me back around, and I don't know if I'm chasing fate or tearing it apart, but I'm alive inside the chaos of a rewired heart. If I stop, I hear the silence of the paths I didn't take. If I listen close enough, I hear the futures that I break. And maybe every version of me is just a piece of one moment I keep running from, but never really It's a hoverboard heartbeat burning through the edge of time. Every version of my story trying to realign. Every second bends, every moment breaks apart. I'm skating through the fractures of a rewired heart. Hoverboard heartbeat, I'm not lost, I'm not found, I'm just somewhere in between. Every version spinning round, and I don't know where I'm going, but I'm learning who I are inside the motion of a never-ending sky. Still moving, still shifting, still hearing every version of the start.
Doc Brown speaks under his breath, fragmented, as if thinking faster than language can form. I built a machine to observe time. But observation changed the equation.
I wrote the future in grease-stained blueprints, drew tomorrow like it owed me answers. Every bolt tighten felt like clarity, every spark felt like destiny. But the clock don't agree with invention, it remembers what I tried to forget. And every test run through the timeline leaves fingerprints I haven't counted yet. I thought time was a line you could fix, straighten out with enough precision, but it bends when you look too long and breaks under human decisions. I invented regret in a laboratory light, pressed it into circuits, watched it come alive. Now every future I try to protect is just another version I can't forget. I built the door, but I lost the key. Every timeline screams back at me, and the harder I try to correct the design, the more the past refuses to align.
I met a boy who called me Doc with trust, like I hadn't already fractured the dust. Like every experiment I called success wasn't just disguised consequences.
He looked at me like I was salvation, not the architect of deviation. But I've seen what happens when time replies. It doesn't forgive, it multiplies. Every equation I thought was clean was a door to something unseen, and every fix I tried to make was just another timeline break. I invented regret in a laboratory light, turned it into science, called it right. But every future I reach to defend is just the beginning of another end. Oh, I built the clock, but it learned to feel. Now every second refuses to heal, and the harder I try to refine the line, the more the past redefines.
solved. Why does it remember me differently every time I solve it? I thought I was improving the world, but I was only learning how to watch it fracture.
In a laboratory light, and it followed me home every night. Now every timeline I try to defend just bends back into me again. Oh, I built the future, I misread the cost. Every correction is something I lost, and the more that I try to define the line, the more I become what breaks the time.
Great Scott. It's not time that changed. It's me.
Yeah, they always talk about what could have been. Nobody talks about what should have been mine.
In the shadow of almost and maybe, where every yes to me turned into later, baby. They said I wouldn't be nothing, just a footnote, a joke. Now I'm rewriting the smoke that they all used to choke on. They laughing timelines I don't even respect, while I'm stacking every version of a world I correct. Every no that I heard, yeah, I kept it in mind. Now I'm bending every second till it breaks into mine. I don't lose, I just shift where the story don't show. I don't fall, I just rise in the places they won't go. Call it fate, call it luck, call it whatever you need. I call it me, taking back everything that should have been, please. Every timeline whispers my name in fear, but I get louder every time I get near. They try to lock me in the moment I outgrew, but I'm the version of the past that comes back for you. I'm the king of almost, the ruler of could've been, where every lost chance comes back again. They built their futures, I rewrote the cause. Now I'm everything they thought they almost lost. I don't need destiny, I take what it owes. Every timeline bends when I step too close, yeah. They remember me wrong, but they still remember me. I'm the king of almost, and that's enough to be. And that's enough to be. They changed the past, I changed what it means. Turned every clean cut into fractured extremes. You call it chaos, I call it design. Every version of now was just another decline. They got heroes, I got leverage and grit. I got timelines that forget they were fixed. Every better version they tried to create still ends up circling back through my gate. You think I'm stuck? Nah, I'm multiplied. Every insult they gave me just split me inside. Now I'm everywhere, they try not to look. I'm the footnote that rewrote the whole damn book. Every timeline whispers my name in fear, but I get louder every time I get near. They tried to erase what they didn't approve, but I'm the consequence that they can't remove. I'm the king of almost, the ruler of could've been, where every lost chance comes back again. They built their futures, I rewrote the cost. Now I'm everything they thought they almost lost. I don't need destiny, I take what it owes. Every timeline bends when I step too close. Yeah, they remember me wrong, but they still remember me. I'm the king of almost, and that's enough to be. Maybe I was never meant to win clean. Maybe I'm the crack inside every machine, but if almost is where I always exist, then I turn every failure into something like this. dust. Now I'm everything they thought they almost lost. I don't need destiny, I take what it owes. Every timeline bends when I step too close. Yeah, they remember me wrong, but they still remember me. I'm the king of almost, and that's finally me. And that's finally me.
I tried to say it right the first time, but the words keep arriving after they leave. I wrote it down, then watched it fade, ink turning into yesterday. Every sentence I rehearsed in my head comes out wrong the moment it's said. You're standing there, I'm almost there too, but the distance keeps changing the view. I reach for truth in a broken line, and it rewinds before it's mine. If I could catch what I meant to say before it slips the other way, maybe you'd hear me like I intended, instead of all the words I've misscented. I'm sorry in reverse, I'm sorry too late. Every apology rewrites its own fate. I'm calling your name, but it's fading away like it already happened yesterday. If love is a line that I keep misread, then I'm speaking in echoes inside my head. I keep trying to fix what I can't restore, but the past won't open that door anymore. We had a moment, I swear I saw clear, but it's blurred every time I get near. Like I stepped into someone else's life and forgot how to turn it right. Your face keeps shifting in memory frames, like it knows I'm forgetting the name. And I chase it through corridors thin, where endings are where beginnings begin. If I could speak before I decide, if I could pause what I try to hide, maybe the truth wouldn't fracture apart before it even leaves my heart. I'm sorry in reverse, I'm sorry too late. Every apology rewrites its own fate. I'm calling your name, but it's fading away like it already happened yesterday. If love is a line that I keep misread, then I'm speaking in echoes inside my head. I keep trying to fix what I can't restore, but the past won't open that door anymore. I hear what I meant after it's gone. I learn the lesson when I move on, and every version of me that tries writes after the truth has died. I'm sorry in reverse, but I mean it now. Even if time won't show me how to reach you where you used to stand before it slipped through my hands. I stop chasing what I can't defend and let the moment finally end. If I can't fix what's already said, I'll carry it forward instead. I was always speaking too late, or maybe too early, but never here.
There's a version of me I keep meeting in places I've already been. He smiles like he knows the ending, but never says what it means. I used to think I could outrun it, every mistake I made in a second. But the faster I moved through the damage, the more it started to follow me back in. I saw my life in alternate angles, same street, different light on the ground. Every choice was a door left half open, and I kept walking through every one I found. If I change it, do I lose it? If I lose it, do I learn? Every moment feels like paper, and I'm watching every page burn. When the future stops changing and the echoes settle down, we're not erased, just rearranged it, the shape of what we found. No more running through the timeline, no more breaking what is done. We are living every version of the life we've already become. When the future stops changing, we finally hear the sound of every path we didn't take, still breathing underground. I built the frame of forever, then watched it fracture in light. Every theory I trusted split into possible nights. I thought invention meant answers, but it only multiplied scars. Now I map every outcome like constellations of stars. And I wonder if knowledge is burden when it shows you too much at once. Every breakthrough is a doorway that the universe never shuts. If I know it, can I change it? If I change it, who remains? Every timeline I've created still remembers my name. When the future stops changing and the echoes settle down, we're not erased, just rearranged it, the shape of what we found. No more running through the timeline, no more breaking what is done. We are living every version of the life we've already become. When the future stops changing, we finally hear the sound of every path we didn't take, still breathing underground. I was never the strong one until I stopped pretending I wasn't. I remember a life I didn't choose, but it still feels like mine. I tried to own every outcome, but they all turned into dust in my hands. Maybe the point was never control. Maybe it was learning to stand still inside motion. When the future stops changing and the echoes settle down, we're not erased, just rearranged it. Oh, the shape of what we found. No more running through the timeline, no more breaking what is done. Oh, we are living every version of the life we've already become. When the future stops changing, it's not silence, it's release. Every version of tomorrow, finally learning how to breathe. We don't go back, we don't move forward the same. We just stay and let time remember our name.